Hello student, we are here with our fourth chapter of plant pathology, that is methods of studying plant disease. In this chapter we have to study the different methods of studying plant disease. There is first macroscopic study and second is the microscopic study. Then next point is the Koch postulates. Third point is the culture technique, then media types and their preparation, and next point is the pure culture method. In pure culture method we have to see strict plate method, pour plate method, spread plate method and the serial dilution. Okay, let's start with the first point, that is macroscopic study. Okay, as we know, the macroscopic study are the macroscopic symptoms are the expression of disease that can seen with the naked eye. Okay, the macroscopic expression we can see with our naked eye. On the field, by observing plant, we can easily differentiate the disease plant and the healthy plant. Okay, specific macroscopic symptoms are like pre-necrotic, necrotic, hypoplastic and hyperplastic, then or hypertrophic. Okay, these categories reflect abnormal effect on the host cell, host tissue and other that can be seen without the any lens microscope. Okay, these are the macroscopic study. We can do the macroscopic study with in our field. Okay, and we can also study the macroscopic study in gardens, also laboratories. Okay, then next point is the microscopic study. Microscopic study or the microscopic symptoms are these symptoms which are present inside the cell. Okay, which are present inside the cell or cell arrangement. That symptoms can only seen under the microscope. Microscope and the stereoscopes are the two essential equipments to study that disease. In microscopic study, or using these two equipments, we can identify, classify and quantify the plant pathogen, as well as we can observe the symptoms or lesions of that disease. A dissecting microscope is used to examine the diseased material. Okay, from using dissecting microscope we can observe the small fungal structure like pycnidia, then sporodokia, perithecia. Okay, specimens such as fungal spores, as we know the fungi germinate their spores on the surface. Using the microscope we can study this structure of that spore, or we can easily mount the spores on slide, then add water, lactophenol, and we can study that. We can microscope study of that microscopically we can study that spores. Okay, or study the fungal pathogen. Basically, microscopic study are the study that we can the symptoms we cannot see with our naked eye, and that if we have to observe or if we have to study these symptoms, we have to only use the microscope or stereoscope. Okay, then next point is the culture media. Okay, there are generally two types of culture media, that is natural and second is the synthetic. Okay, the natural media are composed with natural substance or natural substrate such as herbaceous or woody stem, seeds, leaves, corn meal, wheat germs. Okay, etc etc. Or example of the natural media are potato dextrose agar media, then corn meal agar. Okay, and synthetic media contain ingredient of known composition. These type of media contain definite amount of carbohydrate, nitrogen and vitamin sources like Cisapeq, Dox medium, then glucose, asparagine. Then second type is the or first type is the natural media include organic substances. Okay, so we will see how these media will First is the preparation of synthetic media. In preparation of synthetic media, we have to dissolve the weighted quantity of chemical and measured quantity of water. We have to all dissolve this two ingredient. Then we have to adjust the pH by adding required amount of NaOH and HCl, that is sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid, to maintain their pH. Okay, then filtrate using the cotton wool or any cheesy cloth. Then add this filtrate into the test tube or flask and plug them with cotton. Okay, close their mouth and then sterilize in autoclave at right temperature and steam pressure. For preparing solid agar media, take half quantity of water, then dissolves the chemical, and remaining half is for dissolving the agar powder. Okay, the agar is dissolved in water by slow heating with constant stirring. We have to stir the agar media constantly, otherwise it will burn. Okay, the melted agar is added to the other half of media containing the chemicals. Okay, usually the pH is adjusted before mixing the agar. Before mixing the agar, we have to maintain we have to adjust the pH of that medium. Okay, then we have to again close its mouth with non-absorbent cotton and sterilize again in autoclave. Okay, then second type of media is the natural media, that is we have to take we take an example of potato dextrose agar media. For preparing potato dextrose agar media, we need ingredients like or composition like peeled potato. We have to take 250 grams of potato, then dextrose sugar, that is 20 gram of dextrose sugar, then agar powder 20 gram, distilled water 1000 ml. So how to prepare this potato dextrose agar media? We have to boil and peel the potato. First we have to peel potato, then sliced it, then boiled in water for 30 minutes, then strain the broth through the double layered cheesy cloth. Make the total volume of that medium is 1 liter by adding then distilled water, then add dextrose sugar and the agar powder and sterilize this media under autoclave, and the potato dextrose agar media is prepared. Okay, this is the diagrammatic preparation of the synthetic medium. Then next point is the Koch postulate. Okay, in Koch postulate there are 4 postulates. These are very important. First postulate is the suspected causal agent, that is pathogen, must be present in every diseased organism, that is plant, for examine. Okay, Koch postulate says that the pathogen must be present inside the plant for examination or for examine. The suspected causal agent, that is pathogen, must be isolated from diseased host or organism, that is plant, and grown in pure culture. Okay, the pathogen must be isolated from plant and grown in pure culture. Then third is when pure culture of the suspected causal agent is inoculated into the healthy susceptible host, the host must be reproduce the disease. Okay, when we isolate the when we isolate the pathogen from host body and inoculate it to the healthy susceptible host, that host must be reproduce the specific disease. Okay, and last is the same causal agent must be recovered again from the experimentally inoculated and infected host, that is the recovered agent must have the same characteristics as shown in as the organism in step 2. Okay, we isolate the pathogen, then we inoculate this pathogen into healthy susceptible host, and that healthy susceptible host must be reproduced and it must show the symptoms in their body, and this casual agent must be recovered again from experimentally, and it must show the same characteristics, that these characteristics shown in as organism in second step. Then next point is the pure culture method. In pure culture method, there are three types of techniques commonly we use for the isolation of pathogen from specimen. First is the pure culture technique, second is the spread plate method, third is the strict plate method. There is first strict plate method. For strict plate method, we have to, this is the diagrammatic preparation of the strict plate isolation method. First of all, in this method we have to add the we have to autoclave all the equipments, or we have to sterilize all the equipments that we are using for this method. First of all, we have to add the agar media or the cooled agar media in the petri plates. Okay, after settle down, we have to do this method. In that, we have to use one loop which is sterilized, and then we have to again sterilize this loop under the or we have to hit this loop on blue flame on the Bunsen burner. Then we have to put this loop in culture media. We have to put this loop in culture media, and then we have to slightly streak the this loop on the agar plate or the surface of agar, and then we have to do this method at least 6 to 7 times, or you can do this almost 7 to 8 times. Okay, this streaking process will dilute out the sample that was placed in the initial region of the agar surface. Okay, then next method is the pour plate method. In pour plate method, we have to autoclave all the petri plates, or we have to use sterile petri plates containing the melted and cooled agar media, as we use this media in strict plate method. Similarly, we also use this media or melted or cooled media which is solidify. We have to use that media or these petri plates in pour plate method also. In that, bacterial sample or culture media mixed with warm agar, then sample is poured on the sterile plates. Then third step is the sample swayed to mix allowed to solidify, and fourth step is the plate incubated under until bacterial colonies grow. Okay, in that we have to do first bacterial sample and warm agar. We have to mix this both, and then sample is poured into sterile plates. Then sample swirled, or you have to just rotate the petri plates to allow the all the media get spread to the that petri plates, and we have to place it for incubation until the bacterial colonies will grow. Okay, the next step is the spread plate method. For spread plate method, we have to make the dilution series for sample. We have to pipette out the 0.1 ml of solution from the solution, and then we have to spread the solution on the surface of the agar plate. For spreading this, we have to use deep L-shaped glass spreader. Then we have to sterilize the spreader using the alcohol, and again we have to hit that L-shaped spreader, or we can say that small hockey stick over a Bunsen burner, and then we have to carefully spread that diluted media on the surface of agar media. Okay, in that, first we have to use dilute bacterial suspension, 0.1 ml of dilute bacterial suspension, and this suspension we have to spread over the agar media, and we have to again incubate this until bacterial colonies will grow on the surface of this medium. And last point is the serial dilution. In serial dilution, in one test tube we have to take water, and in that we have to place tissue which is bacterial culture, or place this tissue piece in test tube of sterile water and macerate it. Then we have to take the 3 test tubes. In that we have to add 1 ml of, in first test tube 1:10, we have to add 1 ml of sample into first test tube. Again we have to add 1 ml of sample of first test tube into the second test tube, and we have to do at least 3 times. Then these samples are transferring one prepared, which is bacterial suspension, which are prepared from the transferring one test tube to the next test tube. Then we have to place 0.5 ml of each dilution into separate petri dish. Add melted but cooled agar, stir gently, and then solidified it. After few days, single colonies appear at one or more of the petri plates, and single colonies are subcultured, and then property of their bacteria is compared. This is the method of serial dilution. Okay.